Happy New Year, everybody. It's Justin Lucero here, and Megan requested that I just send a quick little update about how things are going. I wish I were there with you, learning with you under Megan. Of course, I've learned a lot over the years from Megan, and I'm looking forward to hearing all about what she's been working on with you. I am currently in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where I just celebrated the 3 month mark of a new gig. I've been asked to serve as artistic director of a professional regional theater here that is dedicated specifically to the presentation, programming, production, and development of music theater, musicals, plays with music, and opera. The theater is called Theater Latte, and we are in our 26th season. That means that I've left my position as a tenure track professor of directing at Carnegie Mellon in Pittsburgh, and I am still awaiting what this means for my future at El Paso Opera, where you may know I've been serving as artistic director for the last 6 seasons, and I've been a part of it for the last 13 seasons, actually. All of that progress in my freelance career as a professor, and of course now as an artistic director, has meant that over the years I've had a lot of time away from El Paso, and therefore a lot of time away from Scaffolding Theatre Company. After all that time that Megan and I spent together building a lot of the work that you may have seen from ours. But that work and my relationship with Megan is really a contributor to how I got to where I am. Megan asked me to give you a little bit of insight about my core values when it comes to my work as a professional director and artistic director of a theater company, and really the ideas of equity, diversity, and inclusion. Here at Theater Latte, we call it IDEA, inclusion, diversity, equity, and access. It plays a central role in all the decision-making, particularly artistic decision-making. It is a belief of mine that we are not merely artists, definitely not merely entertainers, but I see my role as an artistic director as a culture maker, and I believe that our theater company is a cultural service organization. If you think back about all of the contributors to how you may believe what you believe, I believe there are two major branches. One is our upbringing, of course, our family, perhaps a religion or the community norms growing up. And then the second is the media that we consumed over our formative years and even into our adulthood. I believe that what we see on TV and film, for example, kind of makes us think that that's what it must be like in spaces that we don't belong to. And we begin to internalize that as reality or fact. And so I believe it's my responsibility when I choose material or collaborators, creators, and specifically when I cast shows and put people on a stage, I think it's my responsibility to make that a truer reflection of the reality of our community. And if not a true reality, perhaps a idealized reality, a future of what we would like our society to become. So why is it that perhaps in my mind growing up, when I heard the word judge, I automatically thought a dude? And I think that a lot of it had to do with as a growing boy, I didn't see myself in front of real judges. So I only knew judges through what I saw on TV and film. And if they were consistently cast as guys, I believed that that's what a judge is. And so I now have the benefit, actually, when I get to cast a judge in a show, of thinking more differently and a little bit more broadly about what that could be and how that might influence the people as they grow up and start making decisions that influence how judges get put on bench. That's just one small example, but I'm sure you see what I mean. Once again, I wish I were there with you. I hope that you have a great day, and thanks a bunch. Again, this is Justin Lucero wishing you a Happy New Year. Ciao.